right, guys, Zach Evanesh coming to you from the Manasquan Underground Strength Gym, getting that work in. Woo, it's not too hot in here, 83 degrees. The few weeks before was 90, 91 degrees, and I think who's that hardest on is the coach who's spending hours in the weight room. And I gotta tell you why I always fear everything being so perfect in the weight room. Even, I got some fancy equipment here, no doubt. But you gotta be careful, because in the wrong places, the kids get spoiled and they lose grit. A lot of kids struggle with grit. They don't got toughness. They don't have that edge because there's nobody pushing them beyond that ledge to get far outside of their comfort zone. Some of them don't want it, first and foremost, and then some of them don't give it the time it takes. And we've got an athlete here who graduated high school. He's not gonna be 18 until late November, like a week before my birthday in December. Well, guys, that was actually the norm, quote unquote, back in the day. Now we have 18 and 19-year-olds in high school, plenty of them. And let me tell you, when I went back to my high school to wrestle, right after I turned 18, I was a very different animal than I was the years before. And so I look back and realize the lessons learned, the experiences I went through, things that my coaches were trying to teach me, I didn't grasp them enough. And I started getting tougher as I got older. And so you need to be careful of having everything so beautiful and so perfect and so optimal in your gym, in the weight room, whatever you want to call it, because it can help the kids feel arrogant. It could have them lose their edge. We can all say that Rocky was a movie, but the truth is he did what he had to do, and that would work in real life, where Rocky III went back to South Central to train under Apollo. Rocky IV went and trained in wherever he was in Russia, Siberia, Moscow, out in the woods, in his log cabin, nothing dialed in with machines and all that. Athletes need a lot more of that. And so I get it. I'm not putting down any kind of software or whatever tracking. That stuff's important. But how important is it if we're not building tough athletes? And I know that whole mental toughness thing has been attacked, but I know a lot of athletes and even teams that don't have these beautiful setups and all this software, and they're winning big. And it's because they're tough. And whether you like it or not, when you want to win at the higher levels, you got to be tough. And for any athlete out there in a sport that's combative, lacrosse, wrestling, football, even hockey, of course, even basketball, all the pushing, bumping, shoving, it's a physical sport. There is no such thing as weak and successful. There's no such thing as soft and successful, all right? As Mark Smelly Bell says, weakness is never a strength, and strength is never a weakness. Well, guys, guess what? Being soft is never to your advantage. So you got to do things that push you out of your comfort zone. And so you know what? I like that there's no air conditioning here. Of course, I'd feel better with it, but I got to tell you, we get too comfortable. And comfort is like a cage, as my friend Colonel Nye said. I'm not downplaying training smart. So for all you haters out there, there's context with this. There's a time and place for doing tough training, and some people need it a lot more. The people of today need it a lot more. They need some 20 rep squats in their life, some hill sprints in the heat. Now, you can't train that way if you're not prepared. Eating like crap, sleeping like crap, your mentality is crap. You can't train tough. So there's many pieces of the puzzle. That's it. Little end rant. No easy day. UndergroundStrengthGym.com, SSBcoach.com.